Hello everybody and welcome back to Cade Plays Phantom Brigade. And we're out of the fire. The Home Guard commander thanks you for heeding their call, but the air still feels tense. One last run, the Home Guard commander says, clapping you on the shoulder. You sense this is the beginning of a relationship. Neither the brigade nor the Home Guard is alone in this war. As you liberate more provinces, your reputation with the army will come in handy. We got reputation up with the Home Guard. Silence commands the mobile base, with each scout, mechanic, and pilot staring down the map in the command room. Before you can reclaim the province, one last fight awaits you. A marker hovers over the site of the enemy base, the largest military installation in the region. The Home Guard alerts you that they're on their way, the crackle of the comms startling 3 of your crew out of their thoughts. Together, you will strike as a single unit. Everyone dashes to their stations, only the most necessary words passing among them. The base lurches into motion, the hope of victory and liberation propelling you forward. The decisive battle awaits. Yeah, vive la resistance! Oh, we're gonna spend so much of our liquid fix on the freaking shield of the longbow. So what we can do is we can move kind of over here. We can see the longbow is being repaired. It should be basically done by the time we get there. And we can hold position and just cook the rest of that if we have to. Oh yeah, no, we're good. Alright. Gonna do the edits. I'm gonna do these on screen because there's a couple of things to cover. So with this guy, we now have an Elbrus torso. So you can see the regular torso has an R1 standard reactor. This has an R5 restoration reactor with a T4 Atlas thruster, basic plate, and plated 2 as a perk. So, fancier parts will have perks and other systems installed. So we increase the integrity and the mass with basic plating. We have the option to use the dash type thrusters like I was able to do with the this guy with the Home Guard units in the last mission. And this reactor has barrier regeneration. Now, this S4 tower, interestingly, has barrier shields. So instead of the firewalls, which the integrity is higher on a firewall, 500 damage, but that's all you get for the mission. This, we have integrity 15. The shield itself will actually break, but the barrier takes the damage first. So we can only take 285 damage, but that gets restored at a rate of 132 per turn. So as long as we don't take too much damage all at once, we can run a shield for longer, and the longbow seems to be the primary target for basically everybody. So that's a little note on how barrier works. Then the next thing we are going to do is we are going to take the firewall from that protector, give it an S5, and we're going to use the Nox 3 heavy, because this is the 2 medium torso, this is the 3 heavy torso. So for this we have these perks. Minus 12% mass from composite materials, plus 20% range, plus 20% max range on the secondary weapon, plus 20% minimum range on the secondary weapon. It has a T9 thruster and an R4 overdrive reactor. So this would also generate barrier. Now it has nothing to regenerate the barrier of, but that is a fine reactor, and that'll make nicely for later on. We'll also bulk up with the rest of the 3H set. Get those heavy chunks in there. So now 1,699 versus the longbow's 1,001. I don't have any better ancillary parts for for that. But that is fun. That is a fun setup. So this is my big heavy damage dealer right now. The Protector is just a big, bruising, brawling bastard. The Longbow has the lighter shield, but with the barrier regeneration because he can move quicker and ultimately avoid all the damage in the world. And that makes it a little more viable for the Longbow. So we are going to go take this base. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yes, sir, yes, sir. That's what we gonna do. So let's do. Final assault. Leave them alone for more than a couple of seconds and they'll absorb all the damage you deal out like it's nothing. A home guard scout reports as you near the enemy base. We've been focusing on one mech at a time in order to take him down. Worrying news, but forewarned is forearmed. Your crew is disciplined enough that you note their reaction only in the pilot's exchanged glances. You run through a final check with your crew. This will be the greatest challenge the brigade has faced so far. Preparation is everything. So it's time to suit up, babies. This is genuinely going to be tricky. Enemies are ready to immediately engage. They know we're there. We don't have the drop on them. And there are reinforcements on the way. But we can deal with that. All right. Nadia Kilo Harper in the Longbow and Lars Sierra Jacobson in the Protector. To combat we go. Although it is worth noting that we will not be alone. Remember, boys, even at Plateau 1, the Home Guard are here to back us up. That's some good old boys, those Home Guards. Real good boys. That is for real and for true. Priority info from Home Guard. Enemy stronghold has a generator powering perimeter turrets. Advise knocking that out for an easier fight. Echo Whiskey assets are degrading enemy comms. Recommended we mop them up before reinforcements arrive. This is Magistrate Actual. Radio check over. Any call sign copy my last? Requesting backup immediately. We have contact with a Walker squad. Oh, you have contact with more than just a Walker squad, bruh. You have contact with the fucking Phantom Brigade. We came to play. So we're going to stay out of range of the turrets. We're going to destroy the generator to disable the turrets. This Home Guard unit has a melee weapon. Now, this is tricky. I don't know that I fully have an understanding of exactly how the melee trajectories work. But it's a Nox medium carrying missiles and this big old bopping stick. Whereas this guy is a Nox 3 heavy carrying a big dirty beam rifle. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He certainly do. So here's what we're going to do. The first order of business. This guy is going to take his beam rifle. I'm going to have him shoot directly into the generator building, which I'm pretty sure is that building right there. Yeah, that seems right. Yep, no reason to believe it would be anything otherwise. In fact, I'm just going to triple check that. Destroy the generator. Yeah, definitely that building right there. Sweet. So, yeah, line up your shot. And you're just going to absolutely lance this thing. Now, this is going to have an additional benefit of several of their units are going to run through that firing arc. In fact, I can make it slightly more efficient by firing more at like this side of the building. And I might be able to stick some damage on that tank. That blocks that shot, though. Alright, I tried to be fancy. Didn't bloody work. Now that we can do, though. Oh, that we can certainly do. So you just fire your beam directly that away. I may get some damage in on that mech. Everybody's firing at Nadia. So I'm gonna have her run. Is there a way I can run? Did I block that shot? That almost kind of works, but it doesn't really. Let's move the protector around the back right here. See, they're getting real spicy about that. So I can move up here, and the shot that's being aimed at the protector misses, and I can get a pretty good positioning advantage to here, then stop and take a machine gun shot at that tank. That seems pretty good. The longbow is taking heat from that direction. But I don't want to get in range of that turret, because if I get too close, it'll fire at me. And that would suck. And also, I don't want to run through the beam. So it may well be that the best thing to do is actually to make her run over here. That will absolutely collide me with the protector, right? Yeah, we'll crash right there. So how about I wait for a second? I wait for 1 second. And then run. Maybe make like a make a little back run kind of situation. Nope, that just means I hit the protector even quicker. All right, what if I just run straight? The shot comes in there. There's really no way I get out of this. Run back. If I run back, I can block the shot, mostly. And the longbow is quick. So I've only got to run back to like there with the shield up around about there, facing towards this guy. At which point I can turn around, break this way. Oh, he's gonna take another fucking shot at him? Like, why is he hating so hard? Stop hating. Alright, so let's run this way because the shield is on the left arm. So let's keep running out this way. And we're just going to keep our shield up throughout that second shot. I think from there onward, we're going to face it in that direction. So I got the longbow kind of making like a run back maneuver just to try and soak some of the aggro. All right. You, Mr. Melayston, you were going to take some shots from some tanks. But if you run down here and then wait, then I think those shots will all fail. And wait to there, and then continue your run up. Get holing in that general direction. This seems like a pretty safe turn so far. Alright, we got some damage on the tank. Got some damage on the mech. The tank is definitely hosed. And it looks like a lot of the shots that I was wanting to miss have successfully missed. Alright. We need to keep firing on that, we need to keep firing on that generator. Gotta keep that damage up. And that is way too spicy. But that should be about good. I might, because I can't see where the heat lands, so I might overheat that just by a little bit. That tank is utterly hosed. Pilot deceased. Yup. Tank is hosed. And we can get a shot off with our machine gun right here. Who will be around at that kind of a time? I feel like we could do worse than to move slightly over here and then wait to get a shot off. Yep, we block the shot that comes in. So we move around behind here. A shot comes towards the protector. That hits nothing but that concrete structure while we lamp shots. Oh, no. Wait, okay, there's a tank that's also going to fire. I wonder if I can, do anything with the longbow right here. So I think maybe we wait just long enough for that shot to finish. And then run it. Oh, no. We're that shot comes in pretty hard right there. But I think what we can do is that's risky, but it does put a lot of stuff in optimal range. So if we raise the shield around about there, we should be able to soak most of that damage with the shield facing that guy. Bang, 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 bang. And then get ourselves into a good position ready for the next little situation. So instead of doing that, why don't we move this way? Why don't we move this way? Then how are those shots? We eat both. Yeah, so we need to be a little further over. Well, I mean, we could... that shot doesn't start until there. But that's raising the shield there. Yeah. All we can do here is go shields. Unless we, like, dash over here, but that dash range is terrible because of the incredible mass of that machine. We can run. We will actually get just barely winged by that laser. That's really rough. But that gets us out of a lot of the trouble that we're in. Or does it? Not so much. What's an angle that I can take that stops me taking all those shots? If I go there and then just wait right there, I take the shot from one of the mechs. How do we play this? So that shot comes in. There's... Alright. So I move over here. Here's what we do. So I move over here. That guy hits the concrete. I shield up when that guy fires. Just like that. And I just accept that this turn is being used to take that shot. Much as I'm doing right here. I'm just trying to manage the heat. In the meantime, we're working on disabling those turrets. And our melee fighter is going to make something of a breaching run. But I can't get within range of those turrets. Whereabouts does he get fired at? By the time that shot comes, I can be a little further over and block that. I think if I go there, I'm okay. Yeah, then he hits nothing, and I would just start the turn by firing a missile in the general direction of some bastard that probably deserves it. Right. Not the most aggressive turn, but it does still take care of the problem of that generator. Taking the shots, protecting those shots. Good work on destroying that generator, Commander. Turrets should be down now. Lovely stuff. We destroyed the generator. This guy, did you take any damage from that missile? You caught some in the arms. I mean, there's worse things to do with a turn, I guess. Right, so he's going to go here and fire. So we're going to fire at him first. Because he's in our optimal as he backs up. We hit him with a bunch of fire. Then we throw the shield up there. We block that shot. And we just keep the shield up and block another shot right after that. Just keep the shield up. We're getting attacks in. Alright, the Protector, we're going to have you move over to here. That's when that shot goes off. So I want to already be over here when that happens. But I want to be far enough back, like here. So if I run there, where does that shot go? Straight in. So let's move slightly closer. Let's move up to like here. And that shot now misses. That gives us the perfect excuse to turn around and fire at this guy. And we keep most of that gunfire in our optimal and in his back. That's going to be nasty as hell. So you're taken care of, you're taken care of. Are you taking any shots this turn? Kinda no. He's firing a missile, but as long as you stay exactly where you are, he's just going to hit air. So you could fire a missile also at, say, that tank right there. When does that shot come in? It comes in at the start. Now, the good part about this all now is that the good part about this now is that the turrets are offline. So, I mean, maybe you take a missile, but let's get you ready for your next turn, because you're a melee fighter, and that's what you want to do. You want to get in, and you want to chop some boys. Now, I believe when you get the white outline around the unit, that it will be struck by your melee attack. I believe that is how that works. So if I do this, then I think I should dash in and hit him in the back. Chop. But like it throws a collision barrier, like he's going to collide with my actual movement. So I wonder if I just like nudge it slightly further. Like if I go to like there, is that going to hit? I don't have the collision at that point. So I feel like that's going to register a melee hit. I will check into that. And then the other issue is now my other home guard unit. Who, is he going to take any shots at all? Nope. So really, I just need him to dissipate heat. And I'm not going to have him start firing wildly just yet. I'm actually just going to leave him standing there for this turn. Because if I start firing through all of this, like, you see all my movements are complex enough, it's going to get messy. I'm going to start hitting my own units. But I think this turn structure looks good. Yes, I am aware. Bang, 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 bang. Block the shots with the barriers. Block more shots. Drilled that guy right in the back. Oh, you ate it. You absolutely chewed it up. Alright. So our barrier is getting low, so we're definitely going to want to avoid this next shot by moving. Which, if I move back here, somewheres, can't jump that way. You can jump that way. So if you jump there, boom. Like that should help, but maybe do we want to just jump this way? Like, dash. The shield is on that side, so I feel like that presents our left side most. And then we can just stand there, and anything we can hit after that is just a bonus. That's a good optimal shot. Daka, daka, daka. Oh, that guy moves around it, though. Dagga, dagga, dagga. And then let's try and block one more shot. Which we should be able to block that. And then let's hand him back some damage, too. Alright, that's looking good. And then for this big beefy bastard, why don't we work on just making this shot here work? While you're distracted firing at the longbow, the protector will just chew you up from the side after letting all the heat dissipate. That seems good. Who else we got? Home guard. Oh, how did our little melee attack go? I wonder if that hit. I want to see if that hit. I'm going to replay that turn. So you jumped in here. It didn't hit, even though it kind of indicated as if it would. So it hits on the right-hand side. So I think I need to pay attention to that. So let's see if we can stick a melee attack right here. So what you're going to do next is you're going to wait for a second, facing in this direction. And then right when he starts to move to there, you're going to jump out of the way of his buddy, and you're going to melee in that general direction. That should work, right? Yeah, bang. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. I think that's how this works. And then the longbow, yep, you're good. All right, so beam cannon. At this point, I just need you to jump down. And then from there, I'm just going to have you blast that mech with your big dumb laser. All right, I like this turn, and I want to pay special attention to our melee unit right here. All right, wait for it, wait for it. Bang! Oh my god, he did so much damage. Oh my god, he did so much damage. Took his arm off. The pilot's going to eject because he has no more weapons to fight with. Oh, and this guy has crashed. He's going to continue taking damage because we're going to continue pouring it into him. More blazing away. I will have this unit after his attack. The fresh attack doesn't come in until there. So I'm going to have you run over to... No, I'm going to have you dash instead. I'll have you dash here. No, we need to wait before we do that. Wait to about the end of that attack. Dash out of the way. Or we could just start moving while we're firing. So we're still firing up until that point. We really don't get a lot of movement out of that, though. I feel like dash might be the move. So let's just dash over there. We will overheat the mech. Slightly, but... So let's wait until here. Dash out of the way. That seems fine. That seems fine. So the pilot of this unit is actually going to eject. He's just going to run over there and he's going to eject. So it's the pilot of this unit. That's the one I'm worried about. The one that crashed. This is going really badly for these guys right now. Let's start by firing a missile. Let's fire it at that guy. Let's move to here. And then let's commit a melee attack. Remembering that we strike to the right-hand side. To, like, here. No, someone's gonna crash into us. Oh, it'll be that unit once it actually stands up. It stands up right there and then runs that way. So why don't I wait for that to happen? Wait for him to get where he's going. And then jump in on him. Let's create a little more distance, actually. Let's go to, like, here. Then wait till... here. And then melee back into the same spot we're actually in right now. And go... bang. Yeah, that seems good. And then there's a tank over there, too. The tank is just coming out and then doing nothing. So let's shoot at it several times. Let's wait for that shot till there. And I think we can throw a second one in there, too. Oh, he's going to shoot over there. That tank, full disclosure, isn't going to make it that far. This seems like a good turn. Let's go. Fires the missile, hits the guy in the back. Beam cannon does its work. So much weapons fire. Big melee attack in the back of that guy. Magistrate Actual, this is Guardian 1. Say again your coordinates for contact. Your transmission is good but distorted. Over. Guardian 1, they're at the base, requesting immediate assistance. Over. You've got 2 turns left, but your guys on the field don't have 2 more turns. I'm sorry to have to tell you this. He's going to fire a missile. I'm going to step you... No, I'm not. I'm going to dash you over. I'm going to dash you up to here. God, dashing really does, tank your heat, though. Oh, you are actually slightly overheated already. Just in case you need to be up there, that's where you're going to go. I can cancel the move if I need to. You're going to be exactly in range of this guy. So let's grab the start of that shot. See if we can keep it in the turn. Right, so we're going to shoot right there. Let's move first to here. Let's move here and then start shooting right there. Will give us some time to cook some heat back off. Longbow, we'll just move up and take a couple shots too. Right there ought to do the trick. I'm sure we can throw another one in there too. Just, nope, no need. And then our meleeist, I'm going to have you fire a missile here in case anything is still alive. But other than that, all you're going to do is back up and get out of the way. This will be the last turn, Kitty Winks. Oh, sprayed him down. Missile inbound. Are there any enemies left? Not that I can see. Pilot is deceased. So there are going to be some reinforcements. This has been a very long episode, but we'll deal with the reinforcements in the next one. So until then, I have been Cade. This has been Phantom Brigade. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.